Today I'm sharing thrifted garden decor styling ideas to inspire your outdoor spaces with collected, budget-friendly charm. I'll also be creating a fun DIY using a few thrifted pieces that I styled together to give them a fresh new look for the garden. I hope you'll stick around for all the ideas, inspiration, and simple ways to create a beautiful garden on a budget. Today we're headed to Goodwill for some thrifted garden decor styling ideas. I found so many things and I cannot wait to share the inspiration with you. I spotted this pot with these beautiful wooden handles. I think this is such a beautiful piece, but I would not use it in the kitchen. I would use it in the garden as a planter, add it full of trailing white flowers, and just add it to my garden decor. This copper pot would make a lovely addition to your kitchen as a simmer pot. Just add some water, some fruit, some herbs, and some spices and simmer it on the stove and your home will smell wonderful. I love to find old boxes like this at the thrift store. This one is a beautiful color for the garden, and you could put seed packets in this, or you could just keep up with your garden plan, your watering schedule. It already has the different month tabs in there, and then this fun receipt, which was only from 2025. I guess it's not that old, but it does appear old, and I think that it would be a lovely addition to your garden, whatever the use. I absolutely love this piece, and how fun would it be to turn this into a bird feeder? Just add this to a thrifted lantern and hang it on a shepherd's hook. It would be absolutely beautiful for your feathered friends. These were a fun find too. They were lots of little small mason jars with magnets already attached. They were labeled with spice labels, but you could use these out in the garden. So it's your turn to leave me a comment and let me know the different ideas you have for these mason jars. They would be a fun addition to the garden, and there were so many of them here at the thrift store. Terracotta pots have my heart, and when I found this collection, I knew they had to come home with me. There's just something so timeless about them, simple, earthy, and full of charm. I'm also using a thrifted find I picked up weeks ago to create a beautiful styled piece for my indoor plants. No one wanted these candle holders because pieces were missing, but I saw so much potential in them. Sometimes these imperfect thrifted finds end up becoming the most beautiful pieces. I stopped at the garden center on the way home and carried in one of my terracotta pots so I could pick out the perfect flower. I knew that I wanted an indoor plant but wasn't quite sure which one I wanted, and then I noticed these. This is called the Living Lace Dainty Buttons. They are also often referred to as cute as a button, and they are the dwarf variety of the sword fern. They prefer bright indirect light, and I love this green paired with the terracotta, and I think this is going to work out just great for our DIY. When I got home, I got straight to work on spray painting these thrifted candle holders. I used some gold spray paint that I had on hand and gave them one coat. I don't like this color very much, so I'm going to use this color. It's called Champagne Bronze, and I'm just going to spray them and see if I like that color better. Since this pot is a little more aged than this one looks like it's never been used, we're going to do a little technique to make it look aged. We're just going to water down some paint, blot it on, and give it some aged looks like this one. We're not going to age it too much, just in spots, so that they'll look like they've aged together. This is such a fun and easy DIY to age terracotta pots. If you would like for me to give you a full tutorial on how to do this, leave me a comment below and let me know that you're interested. I also have another technique for larger pots. I'll link that video below for you. But this is a fun way to make your pots look old and like they've been around for years. So this is the one we just got finished doing. I think it looks pretty good. Here is where the tape was around the pot, and I could probably get that off, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna turn it around to the back, and I think it looks pretty good and natural. This is the one that aged naturally, and it does look better, but I think that it looks pretty good for a faux finish here. So we're gonna plant these up and get them styled. I'm using these thrifted rocks that I picked up in last week's video, and I had some left over, so I'm using them for drainage in this plant. But I used a lot of these in our bird bath in last week's video. I'll link that for you in case you missed it. I had these rocks on hand that I was going to use for drainage in this pot, but when I added them in there, the drainage hole was too big and the rocks fell out the bottom. So I had to go to plan B and use another pot that I had on hand, and this one I'll just keep for a different project. It's a good thing I've got extras on hand.